On my birthday, Dad gave me an envelope, a contract giving my apartment to my brother. You think you know betrayal? I thought I did too, until my own father and brother decided my hard-earned home was their new birthday gift to each other. Get ready, because this isn't just a story about a house. It's about a battle for everything I ever built, and how I finally burned their kingdom down. See, my name's Alex, I'm 27, and for as long as I can remember, my family had a really messed up way of showing affection. Most families bond over dinners or vacations, right? Mine? We bonded over control. Specifically, my father's obsession with controlling everything. He was the kind of man who measured respect by assets, who compared worth by who owned what, and who thought loyalty meant absolute obedience. My brother, Daniel, was his golden child. Loud, arrogant, always in some kind of trouble, but somehow he always seemed to escape consequences. And me? I was the quiet one, the one who just worked hard, built my own life, and tried to keep my distance. At least, I thought I had, until my last birthday. It was supposed to be a simple dinner, just close family at my parents' house. Nothing extravagant. I'd learned to temper my expectations when it came to birthdays. Usually, Daniel's latest achievement somehow stole the spotlight. But that evening felt different. My father was in a strangely good mood. My mother was buzzing around, setting the table, and Daniel, of course, just sat there, smirking like he knew a secret I didn't. I should have noticed the signs. I really should have known better, but I didn't. When dessert was cleared, my father reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a thick envelope. He slid it across the table to me with this dramatic flourish and said, "Consider this your gift." Everyone's eyes turned my way. For one brief, fleeting second, my heart actually picked up. Maybe, just maybe, this was it. One of those rare moments where he'd show genuine generosity, something thoughtful, a sign that he actually saw me, not just what I could provide. My pulse quickened as I tore the envelope open. Inside was a folded document, thick paper, formal fonts, signatures already scrolled in blue ink. My stomach dropped even before my brain caught up. It was a property transfer contract. My property. The small, two-bedroom apartment I'd bought 3 years earlier after working myself nearly into the ground at 2 jobs. The place I'd painted with my own hands, the one space that was entirely mine. According to this contract, it was being gifted to Daniel. My father's signature was already there, along with Daniel's. The only blank space was where my name should have been. My pulse roared in my ears. I read the words over and over, trying to make sense of the absolute audacity. I looked up slowly. My father was watching me, that smug little smirk he always wore when he thought he had me checkmated. Daniel leaned back in his chair, grinning like he'd already moved in. My mother busied herself with stacking plates, carefully avoiding my eyes. I placed the papers back on the table, as carefully as I could manage. Interesting, I said, my voice calmer than I felt. Because I never signed my part. My father's smirk faltered. Daniel's grin twitched. For a moment, a heavy, suffocating silence filled the room, before my father cleared his throat. "It's just a formality," he said smoothly, as if brushing away a minor misunderstanding. "You don't really need that apartment, Alex. Daniel's starting a family soon. He needs it more than you. You're still young. You'll find another place. This is what family does. We help each other. Help each other." That phrase rang in my head like a cruel joke. When I struggled through school, working nights just to afford tuition, where was and then, the part that shocked everyone watch full story.